Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Lionel, and I'm your host for LT Productions, and you are watching I Watch You Watch. We are covering Chasing Dallas. This is season 6. I believe that this is episode 5. Balls on the wall. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. In support of me, please like and also share this video. You can leave your comments below and subscribe and hit that notification button so you can stay included in what I have going on here. So let's get into this episode. Okay. So we start off this episode with Jeff is visiting Chloe. Chloe is doing a thing with different t-shirts and all that. She invites Jet in and they start talking and all that good stuff. Jet is at least telling everyone else, we have not heard this, only Mother has said something that is contrary. Jet is telling everybody that he overslept and did not make it to the vision board party. Chloe talks about Donnie's diss song. He says that the diss song was trash. Now that's where I got to stop you at, Chloe. It was actually good. It's a bop. I love Zesty. Let's get that correct right now. I love Zesty, but it's a bop. So obviously Donnie is very creative and he's got the lyrics down. As I said in a couple of reviews ago, stick to being in the booth because being confronted, you're not that good at it, Donnie. Sorry. But yeah, basically Chloe's just not feeling Donnie. And I think Chloe is turned off by the stuff that Donnie has said that they feel is racist. I can't say that I blame them. And I'll get into more of that as we get into this episode because it's like, I get it. Some people are trying to explain it away like, oh, it was nothing, but I think we got to take that in consideration because if not, as someone who's black, and a lot of black people seem to not understand it on this show, it's kind of like, well, we get stereotyped and we get discriminated and we get told things just like that all the time. And I don't think it's right for another person to do that. So we'll get into it. Then they start talking about Mother. Chloe said that she confronted Mother in regards to seeing her balls. Of course, she said that was a lie. She knew that she had something short on, but I think she said she had shorts on or something like that. I was like, shorts and we still saw your crack? At least the cheeks, not the crack. We saw your cheeks. But basically, it wasn't like that. Like, look. Mother was saying that she didn't say that, and Sean and Jayla did say you did say that. So then I'm kind of confused a little bit later on in the scene between Mother and Jayla. But we'll get to that too. So anyways, Chloe has made this shirt as Shade. Fun Shade. And I think that Chloe met Mother at her doorstep. As far as I'm going to give you shade like you gave me shade at the same measure. And we find out that Mother, I don't know these people, but Jet didn't know this either, but Mother is a drag personality. So Chloe put some of the pictures of how Mother dresses as drag and also how Chloe sees her and as a gremlin. I think she calls her a Mother Greta the Gremlin. I said, Lord Jesus. On the other side is going to be balls to the wall. I think that it was quite funny. And I wish that Mother would just accept it as shade back. That's all that is. And then move on. Chloe does confess that she does prostitute. Back in the day, she was scammed. She even went to jail and all that good stuff. And Jet was like, well, we need to get this business up and rolling so you don't have to do that anymore. And I'm going to say something that I feel is going to be positive towards you later on, Chloe, because you're amazing. I'm looking at all you're doing in just these couple episodes, and you are amazing. But hold off on that for a second. Next thing you know, she gets a call. Somebody wants a little something. So Chloe said that'll be $250. I said, we're getting a sale right in front of us. Right on camera too. So Chloe goes into her confessional and says what $250 does get a customer, and it's a FaceTime call. And whatever they do for entertainment, that's what they do. But I'm glad that Chloe is not a cheap one, if you know what I mean. So get your money how you need to get it as you can right now. All right, so the next scene is with Mother and Jayla. They are looking at different venues for the fashion viewing of her skirt line. Mother says that she is not inviting everyone because the respect factor is not there. I'm confused on that, if I'm being honest, because it's like, what do you actually want? I mean, this is a business venture. I have yet to hear anyone clown your skirt line. So what does that have to do with inviting people to your venue? Because you need as many eyes and also mouths on your business venture, despite even being on this Chasing Reality series. So you're on a good platform, but guess what? Some people can just, even if they're trying to be shady, they can just spread your business. But I haven't seen anyone try to be shady towards you in that way. And you want this respect. What is this respect that you want? You also mentioned right now it looks like us versus them. But it seems like you're the captain of the ship, of this us versus them. You're trying to say that's Jet. But I don't get that yet. I haven't seen it. And of course, I have not seen the other seasons. Maybe that was going on last season or the season beforehand. I don't know. But I'm lost on that, and I feel like you're leading that because you only invited a certain color grade to your bowling thing, and somehow you're blaming Jet for the divide. It looks like you're a part of the divide, but you and Ted Lee are trying to be the anchors of the show, at least what it was giving, I think, episode 2. But now you're doing all of this, and you're thinking that Jet is having people do his dirty work. I don't know what Rio and Zesty are on. I think Zesty can be a little bit out there. Jayla does say that, Zesty is my friend, but I tell him, reel it in, especially if you're being an entrepreneur. Can Zesty do too much? Yeah. Am I enjoying it as entertainment? Yes. Can Donnie do too much? Yes. Am I enjoying some of it as entertainment? Yes. They're doing a lot for the show, and I'm entertained by it because I'm just laughing. But I think that Mother does not understand, and it's because you set off some fireworks. Zesty was firsthand in hearing Donnie say what he said about the Mexicans and the Hispanics. So don't think that it's just taken lightly, and now you're thinking, oh, Jeff's having them do stuff. No, I don't believe that. They have every right because it wasn't something personal. Donnie spoke to a group of people that was very problematic, and how they took it. Other people want to take it so lightly, which is very weird to me. So as of yet, I haven't seen Jeff pull anyone's strings. They are friends, and it seems like you have a problem with the newbies actually talking. They're not standing in the shadows. It looks like they're actually speaking up and saying what needs to be said. That's what I see. But y'all can let me know in the comments what y'all think. Mother thinks that Jet uses Zesty and Rio for protection because we know that Jet is not going to fight. I can't say that. Again, you know way more than me, but I don't see that as of yet. Until it's shown to me, I disagree. Then they talk about Chloe's balls being out. Now, Mother saying that they were out. Well, first she said, like, I would not have said it unless they were actually out. That's what you were saying to Jayla. But that's not what you said in the last episode. So it's like you are admitting that you said it, but not really trying to admit that you said it at the same time. And then you're trying to turn it back on Chloe and saying, well, didn't you feel that breeze? I'm like... And again, last week you were like, I'm not going to tell her anything because I don't even know her. But you will shade her behind her back. And then when confronted about it, you lie. Or act like you don't know anything. And then we'll get into something later on. Because I don't like that. Mother talks a good talk, but I need to see her really stand on business as to who she says that she is. And I'm not seeing that show up. I'm sorry. It is given quite Karen Hugerish on Potomac. Because it's like, okay, just stand in what you said. And that's it. And move on. And then she made a crack about, maybe Chloe needs to just wear longer skirts. If Chloe is not invited to your event, I don't know what you're doing as far as business-wise. If she's not going to be invited to your viewing, I don't know what you're doing. Because that's the perfect person. If you say that they need longer skirts, they need to be getting into your skirts. So, I don't know what you're doing, at least on the show, but this isn't how you build business. And all I can tell you is just inviting people that you like is not going to get you business, because a good majority of people that you like or say that claim that they like you is not going to support your business. I'm telling you, you will get more business from strangers than you will your own people. A witness. So, turn that around, please. Turn that around, mother, and think business-wise. Okay, so Donnie and his dad meets with Ted Lee. They have some type of garage business, whatever that is. They need some type of warehouse. Ted Lee shows them one property, and then Donnie is talking all of his ish in the confessional because this is what he wanted and doing all that. But then when they get in Ted Lee's face, this is the thing why I'm trying to understand, how did Donnie get invited to this bowling thing? Again, I feel like it was out of spite for Jeff. That's why I'm like, because again, y'all did kick him out, and now Donnie's talking all this ish. Of course, he's not saying it to Ted Lee's face, which I don't understand. Because you got all this rah-rah for Jet. You got all this rah-rah for Zesty. Where's your diss song towards Ted Lee? Well, Ted Lee ain't done nothing to you. But you are being very shady and very two-faced in Ted Lee's face. So I was kind of shocked to see that he was a part of this garage business, because you're making this video about you're done with the stripping business. And I thought you were just going into rap full-time. I didn't know that you actually had another job out there, but your dad is here. And you did tell us that you came here, I think, with $200 in your pocket from Oklahoma, and then you had no choice but to strip. But now we're getting that you're in business with your dad. So I'm a little bit lost. Because I thought that you were kind of more destitute and you just had to strip to survive. Let me know. Donnie's getting prepared for a boxing match between him and Zesty. Him and Zesty is going to be totally more for entertainment-wise. Because Ted Lee was like, are you sure you really want to do that? Because of how pint-sized you are compared to Zesty. Zesty looked like he will mop the floor with you, sir. I don't know what you're doing and why you're doing that. Then he says something about, we need to, this is all about getting our frustrations out for each other. And the first thing I thought about, frustrations. Is this like sexual frustration? Cause are y'all attracted to each other? Because it's like, what? Zesty was taken up for his friend. Then you said some things, he said some things, and then you said something that was very over the top and very problematic. And you can't stand somebody that you don't even know, but you made a diss track, which I think was just for the show, which is a bot, but now you're just saying these are frustrations. It seemed like y'all are really attracted to each other and need to get it out in other ways, but hey, that's not here or there and none of my business. Then we find out that his dad was at Jeff's video release. And at that point, he was trying to hold off Donnie's friend. I said, what? You were in the midst of that, sir? So did you like drive him to confront this dude? I don't know what's going on over there, but anyways. But Ted Lee said, y'all handle whatever you got to do as far as this boxing match. Just make sure that you are staying on accountability for your part and da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay. Ted Lee's trying to take the mature route, but these folks want to entertain us, and I say let's do it. Get in the ring. But they're going to be wearing mouth guards and all that. It's each round is going to be like for a minute, so not much is going to get done to each other, possibly. Who knows? Okay, so next we have a little clip with Glenn meeting up with his, I think having a Zoom with his friend Courtney about his non-for-profit, which is for digital friends to become real-life friends. It's cool, but I'm just trying to understand why he's doing it from Dallas and it's something for St. Louis. Possibly if I'm sure he wanted to start it in St. Louis. If it's going to come here to Dallas, cool, I guess, but it's just a little bit odd to me. I mean, you're on this show in Dallas. Are you chasing Dallas or St. Louis or the Golden Arches? I don't get it. I just don't get it. So J-Lo, we see her. She's doing a food review at Miami Vibes, and we're seeing some of her content and how she comes up with this and that. Just showing us J-Lo's doing it right on this platform. I think business is her focal point. Of course, she'll gossip with the one or let the person vent to them and all that good stuff and have her feedback and all that, but she's gonna make sure she get that content. So you are the one that did the blonde lady dance thing, because I did not know that. I did not know that. I was like, oh, okay, it's cool. Go ahead. I guess that was your viral sensation. That's cool. Sorry about that. Let's see. Okay, so Mother, she meets up with two people that are part of her fashion viewing, Daryl and TZJ. TZJ is going to be part of the entertainment. I think he's like a DJ or something. And Daryl is going to be like the MC. And Mother is just discussing all the administration and what she wants and all that good stuff, which was cool to see. And I think this is the name of her line. Part the Red Sea. I think that's what she said. I do apologize if I got it wrong. Somebody please let me know in the comments if I did get it wrong and what is the right way, because I don't want to misinterpret, but I thought that's what I was hearing. And my Mother said that this line is based off of one of her friends, Popping and Pumps. That's her best friend, I think best friend, but at least friend. Mother gives a little bit of background. She discovered that she had HIV, that somebody had given her HIV. I think when she went to the hospital, and she did not know it. However, it took her a while to even tell Mother about it anyways, but it's really dedicated to her. Poppin' and Pumps is going to be at this event also. Okay. Chloe. See, this is where I really want to give you props. Chloe has her own ballroom team. A ballroom and house, this is gay culture. I really didn't know anything about it until Beyonce came out with Renaissance and was hearing it then. Now, I've heard some of the old heads that actually knew about ballroom back in the day. Now that it's becoming so widely spread, it's becoming more commercialized, and people are putting in stuff that has nothing really to do with ballroom and all that good stuff. But anyways, I would like to go to a show once, just to get that experience. So Chloe's getting her kids ready for this event. She talks about her being kind of this mother over these kids. They're practicing their steps, and a lot of times with fees and stuff, if they don't have it, then it's taxing on her, but she will fork over the money to make sure that while they're traveling and touring in these competitions, that everything's taken care of. You know, the rooms, the Airbnbs, the food, and all that. It sounded like she was ready to move on, but I'm not for sure if she was ready to move on yet. Like, because how she was saying it was kind of like I didn't know for sure. But at least getting some of the leadership to transition out is her focal point. She was talking with two of her leaders then that she actually still likes, or because I think the other ones, whomever they are, we don't know. They talk about her getting this leadership award. She gets other awards and all that good stuff. So, Chloe, all I gotta say is everything you need is inside of you. You are global. You are so gifted. And I think once you declare today is my last day of hooking, that's it. Because I feel like right now, you are on the runway and ready to just shoot off and fly. Like, there's so much in you. And I think right now, holding on to it because you did say something that you did like, the fast money and all that good stuff, I get that. I understand that, especially when it was so easy to get it, you can get it. I think when you make the decision that this is my last day, as I said, everything in your life is going to change. You are a built-in business. You have leadership. You have administration skills. I mean, it takes a lot of administration even to be in the prostituting business anyways. You have a nurturing spirit. You have it all. You have all the qualities to make it work for you. So go for gold. And there are no limits for you. I love you, Chloe. I do. I love you on this show because you're doing it. And I'm glad that you have a platform to get you to the next place that you want to be in. Kelly, she meets with local entrepreneurs that are in Dallas that she feels that are about their business and they can really do something all together collectively. Maybe something as far as a cause or doing something for the community. Lamone is there, the barber, and Chloe is also there too. We see some other people that are there. Melissa Major, who is a makeup artist, they do like drag makeup, or she does the drag makeup and all that good stuff. There were some other people there that aren't a part of the cast, but we didn't get their names or anything. So it'll be cool to see what they do in the future. Then they start talking about what happened at the Visions thing event, and they go straight into what Donnie had said. Do you think that what Donnie said was racism? Kelly did say, I don't know, because at first I was hype about Donnie, but then hearing what he said, maybe just kind of back off some. But Lamont says that he doesn't think it was racism. He thinks that he doesn't really know how to do the dozens, and he goes to the extreme and doesn't understand the impact until it actually happens of what totally he said, what comes out of his mouth. I could get that, but I just didn't understand why he doubled down. And he thought being around other black people that they were just co-signing. Now, nobody co-signed it, but nobody was telling him that he was wrong. That was weird to me. That's the thing that was kind of, Well, it looks like if you weren't telling me he was wrong, then you are co-signing it in a way. You just didn't say, yeah. But I don't know. Chloe just doesn't like that. And it doesn't like him in regards to that. It just really turned her off of him. And those are the consequences that you take unless you take accountability and you present something else, Donnie. So I can't say that Chloe was wrong in how she feels. And I can't say that anyone else is wrong for how they feel. I just feel like Donnie really needs to clean up what he said. Especially you dating all these Hispanics. Why would you even say that? That's probably something you probably said to your last boyfriend that you got heated with. And it's not cool. Because again, black people what is the word? They're demonized, I'll just say it that way. Especially from the white culture, but some of these other cultures are just as racist because they think that they are somehow valued by white people, and you don't, and you're not. But we're told all the time to get on a ship, go back to Africa. I've never been to Africa, so I'm gonna go back to where I never came. Those are just my roots, and we could say some nasty things towards the Mexicans and Hispanics. I'm not gonna do that. There's no point. There is no point in doing that. So whatever. Jeff, he has a gig someplace. Now, I never heard this song, but I absolutely love it. He performed this song called Been That. I said, oh. And whomever is the feature on there, I don't know who it is. I wish they had put their name up there. Y'all both did your thing. Now, I think you guys were lip syncing. Y'all let me know if that was lip syncing or not. Then he also did Moving Silence. He did spoke with the soloist. I'm Moving Silence dude, and I guess we're just learning that Jeff is kind of cooling down from music and just enjoying the success that he got and wants to get some love in his life. So, shout out to Jeff. He does say something about even whom he features. He's not going for the big features, the big stars and all that. If I see some of my friends that are talented, I'm going to pull them in. And I think that that's cool. The preferred people, that is cool. And that's how I feel like it should be. The big features are good. Do the big features if you can, but I say bloom where you planted at. So, all right, I'm almost done. Okay, so Chloe's at karaoke night. I didn't know Chloe was a singer. We didn't really hear her sing, but anyways, Mother, Ted Lee, and Lamont are there. Chloe then sits down because she was trying to figure out why Mother was there, because you don't really F with me. And I'm quite confused as to what's really going on here, because one minute Mother says that Chloe don't really speak to her but then now you are speaking, or Chloe did speak to you. Like, what is going on? So anyways, Chloe wanted to know why she was not invited to Mother's event. And Mother feels that Chloe has shown signs that Chloe does not really F with her. Because I thought it was that she never spoke to her, but then it was like, well, you spoke to me on Monday, but then you came in here and didn't even want to speak to me. It's just this off and on thing, so I don't really get a clear vibe. And I think that Chloe said that she did speak to her. I don't know why she spoke to her or hadn't been speaking to her. But anyways, I don't feel like I get a clear picture of you, Mother. And I'm being dead serious. I don't dislike you or anything, but it just feels like you talk a good talk or talk a good game, but I'm not seeing you really back up. And then somehow it's everybody else's fault as to how you treat them. And I'm not seeing that because I'm not seeing that clear picture in regards to that. You could be mad at whatever you heard that Jeff was saying to one of his close friends that can't be that close, telling you about not being at the vision party, which was really about Ted Lee. It wasn't even about you. It was just hosted at your place. So I don't get that. So you could be mad at that. You want to be mad, whatever. But I'm just trying to understand you, and I don't think I got a clear understanding because you get caught up in stuff and you deflect and don't really say what's true. So they get in on the whole balls thing. Khloe feels like she played on her top. And Khloe says that I didn't really get to express myself because you kicked us out. Mother said, I didn't kick you out. And then Ted Lee and Lamone said, it was given that. It was given that, you know. Or wasn't, it was Khloe and Lamone. Ted Lee was just there. But it was given that. So then Khloe presents the sweatshirt. Then they still are talking about the whole ball thing. Mother feels like, I don't know what she felt. See, I'm so confused because it's like she starts talking about, well, your whole crew was there trying to take up for you and speak and da-da-da-da-da. And they was like, whole crew, what? So Mother starts talking about, well, I felt like I was being attacked. Attacked for what? It's all about, did you say it or not? And you were trying to deflect and you trying not to answer the question and be evasive in what you wanted to respond with instead of just being truthful. So that's where I'm confused as to who you really are, Mother, because it don't seem like you stand on business. You stand on business in your confessionals now. You stand on business when you're talking to Jayla, but you don't stand on business in front of her and you acting like Khloe is the problem. No. You said what you said. Khloe could take it however she wanted to, but it's fine if you said it. But own it. That's the thing, and you don't own it. I guess you'll own it at the reunion in front of Khloe's face. But I'm like, attacked. Mother doesn't like that sweatshirt. Fine. But I just feel like you should take that. For real. Like, shade for shade. That's all it is, and we move on. But y'all let me know what y'all thought. I'm confused on Mother. Y'all help me to understand. Please. I appreciate everyone again for coming to my channel. Like, share, subscribe, and get in these comments. And until the next one, peace.